Hello children, welcome back. In the previous lectures of this chapter, we have learned about how to make fires and how to put out fires. Now in this lecture, we are going to find out more about fire. We spend millions of rupees each year in fighting fires, and we spend more trying to find new ways of preventing fires from happening and getting out of control. So every year, like I told you, there are many places, many areas that catch fire, and we spend millions of rupees trying to control it, and even more trying to find out new ways, researching that how we can bring them under control. On the whole, we have learned rather well to control fire and put it to good use in our everyday life. So overall, we have learned how to make fire, how to put out fire, and to use it to our benefit without letting it get out of our control. Long ago, there were no firemen. When fire broke out, everybody became a firefighter. People formed human chains, they still do if required, and passed buckets of water from a well or a pond to the blaze. So in earlier times, we didn't have firemen or firefighters or fire brigades. So what did they do? In earlier times, what did men do? If there was a fire, how did they put it out? So they used to make human chains. Everybody used to become firefighters. Now for example, this building over here has got a fire, and the well or the pond is very far away. So they will stand in a line, they will form a chain, and from the water source, from the well or pond, they will start collecting water in buckets and start passing one by one till it reaches the place where the fire has broken out. Then they will use that water to put it out. Over here we have a phrase, when fire broke out. Fire broke out means fire started. Now, there are laws about building construction which ensure that space is left between buildings to reduce the firework, to reduce the fire risk. Now, these days we have various laws which ensure that when new buildings are made, some space is left between those buildings so as to reduce the risk of fire. Every new building, especially a public place, must ensure observance of fire preventive norms. So, whenever a new building is made, and if it is going to be a public building where there is going to be a lot of crowd, many people are going to gather over there, then such places should have fire preventive norms. They should have extinguisher, they should have various facilities which can be used to put out fire if there is a need. Places like hospitals, schools, malls, all these places must have various facilities to put out fire if required. Bands of firefighting workers with special equipment known as fire brigades are there to put out fires. We have fire brigades which can help us to put out fires. Firefighters are highly trained people. They possess many skills. They cut off electricity supply, knock down dangerous walls, and spray water and other materials to bring fire under control. They are also trained in first aid so that they can help people suffering from burns or from the effects of smoke. So now, who are firefighters? They are specially skilled people. They have been trained to control fire. So when they reach a place that has got fire, they will cut out all the electrical supplies. They will break the walls that might be dangerous, and they will use water then to put out the fire. Not only this, they are also trained in first aid so that they can help people who have been injured because of the fire. The discovery of fire and its uses helped early men to cope with nature better and gradually adopt a settled mode of life. So, the discovery of fire, the invention of fire has helped people in many ways, and once we have learned how to control it, it has been even more beneficial. Fire is still worshipped in many parts of the world. Right, in India also fire is worshipped. I want you to think, which is the festival? What is the time of the year when we worship fire? I am sure you know that. Take a while, think about it. Fire is indeed a friend, but as we know, it can be dangerous enemy once it gets out of control. So like I said at the beginning of the chapter, fire can be a very good friend for us. It is useful in many ways, but it can also be our worst enemy if we are not careful with it, if we let it get out of control. Right children, so I hope that you liked this chapter, you learned many things about fires and you will use it in your practical life. I will now see you in our next lecture. Till then, take care and bye bye.